Hi, I'm Joseph with Whitney Coffee Roasters here in the Eastern Sierra, and I'm here to talk about green coffee loaders. When you first get a roasting machine, even a 25-pound roasting machine, you start out by bucketing green coffee and pouring it into the hopper on the roaster. Doesn't take very long to figure out that after about 4 hours of that, you're getting tired. There's a lot of green coffee dust, and you begin to think there's got to be a better way to do this, and there is with vacuum loaders. That's the least expensive way to load coffee into a roaster is with a vacuum loader. There are screw conveyors and chain vey and all kinds of different methods. But for a small roaster like us, we decided to go with a vacuum loader. And the first loader I started out with is a Pneu-Con, and it looks like this. And it has the motor on top that produces the vacuum. And it works, but it's not as good as the second loader that I bought. One of the disadvantages with the Pneu-Con is it has a flat disc felt filter, and you have to run compressed air to it, and it cleans itself. The problem is it doesn't clean itself all the way. So after about 4 hours of roasting, you have to bring the vacuum chamber down, take out the filter and clean it, and then put it back in. So the system that I came up with is I put the loader on a dolly, and I put an electric hoist, and I can lower it down. And then I can take these screws out, and I can take out my filter. I clean the filter with a vacuum, and then I can put it back on top of the roaster. One of the problems I have with this style of loader is there's a little hinge right here. And when it cleans itself, every time you load coffee, it goes through a cleaning cycle. Green coffee dust will blow out of this hinge, and when you're in the sunlight, you can see it puff out, and it's getting all over everything. And that's one of the things that annoys me is I like a clean roaster. So I can put this thing back up, roll it over my roaster. I made this skirt out of nylon to keep the dust down. And I can show you how it loads. It's a noisy little beast, but we're going to put in we'll put in 23 pounds. Okay, so that was 23 pounds. It took 39 seconds. And that's the Pneu-Con loader. Now the newest loader that I got is made by AAE, Advanced Automated Equipment. And it's a whole different system because the vacuum is mounted on the wall, and the vacuum has a bigger motor, it has more power, and it loads the coffee twice as fast. And I'll load some coffee right now so that you can see how the system works. See, so that just loaded 45 pounds into this roaster. So it roasted, it loaded it twice as fast, and there's no dust coming out from the hinge. Good thing about these AAEs is the vacuum is mounted on the wall remotely, and the suction that pulls the beans is coming through this cord. So if I want to clean the filter, I don't have to have the machine on a lift. The filter's right here. And so it has a HEPA filter bag. And so the shop is really clean because the air that it's pulling in that has dust is getting cleaned by the vacuum cleaner. It's easily accessible. And it's more horsepower than the Pneu-Con. So it's a really nice system that it just runs. Here's a controller right here, and you just flip the switch and it loads. And so if you want to start roasting coffee all day long, get a loader, get an AAE loader, and it'll save you a lot of back labor, and you won't have to breathe so much green coffee dust all day. American Auxiliary Equipment. So the AAE stands for American Auxiliary Equipment, and you know, I think you could just Google coffee loaders and you'll be able to find him. He's out in West Virginia, I think it is, but it's a good product. Recommend it.
If you have any questions, please give us a call at 800-918-5820 or visit our website at coffeeloaders.com.